Howdy, howdy. In this video, I'm going to share with you the best way to get started with Wonders of the First, and that is with the two-player starter kit. We're going to take a look at what's inside, what the different parts are, or the different things that it comes with, because unlike a typical starter kit that you might get with another game, you're going to find something very unique in here, as well as everything that you need to play. So we're going to open this up together and I'll walk you through what all the different parts are. And of course, we're going to use our little ceramic knife here. This thing is awesome. I'll have a link down to where I got them on Amazon for cheap because they're kind of expensive if you don't buy the right one. But once you open it up, and you can take the plastic off if you want, you're going to find a few things inside. Number one, you're going to find these little stones. And this is fantastic. It comes with a little felt bag here. And so you'll actually need these for play. If you lose the stones, you can use anything. You can use rocks you find outside, coins, dice I've seen, anything you have lying around the house. But it's very nice that they included these. I don't think a lot of companies would. But you got these that you can keep in here. You'll use that for the game. You'll also find the instructions here for the rules guide. And if you don't know how to play Wonders of the First already, I'll include a link down in the description below to a couple videos, one from the main company and then one from a content creator, Be a Hero Gaming, who did a fantastic video on that. And so you've got the quick reference guide of everything that you can do during a turn. And much like you would inside a Pokemon pack, you've got a little play mat. I remember when my daughter got started with Pokemon, we used the mess out of these play mats. And so this is a really, really cool one. You get two of these, so you get one for each player to help you kind of keep track of where you are in the game. Now, a few more things. You got two of these in here. Here we go. Now, a few more things you'll see in here. You'll see a couple of packs, and these aren't just any packs. I'll tell you what these are in just a second. But the most important thing is you have the two decks. Now, if you've never played a card game, trading card game before, these two decks, one is called Winds of Fortune, and it's really focused on controlling what's happening on the board. Really focused on, whoops, I hit my camera here. Really focused on, really manipulating what's going on your side, but also the opponent's side. And then also Victory Feast. And this one is about controlling, not what's on the board, but getting bonuses for big power monsters and getting discounts on the big power monsters. So both of these are very good decks. Now these are honestly really good decks, even just for regular play. You can take this to any local game shop and play a regular deck that someone else built, and these will hold up. Wonders of the First is incredibly well balanced right now in that there's really no standout deck. Every deck can kind of answer each other right now. It's not a game of rock, paper, scissors where there's a defined winner depending on the type you play. And so inside this deck, you have I call it the cigarette wrapper. Let me grab that off real quick. All right, and then once you get that open, you'll see all the cards in here. And if you're a Magic player, you'll notice that this is what you might call a red deck. And in the spirit of redness, it's not really all about just burning and destroying everything. I mean, there are some powers in here. You also get a first card, which this is kind of it is the first card because you got the number 1 of 401 of the set. So that's a very cool card to get. Now, a little secret here that not a lot of people know. This card is actually what we call an alt art card. This is, all the cards are numbered with the starter deck number. But if you get a regular Celira, it doesn't look like this. I wish I had one on me, but I don't have one on me right now. And then inside of the Thalwyn deck, you might notice it's a little blue shaded. And let me go ahead and get this opened here. Inside the Thalwyn deck, you get a lot of great cards as far as controlling the board, and I think there's even some stuff about moving your cards around. And inside of here, you have a Tharn Sharkblade. This is also an alt art card. The regular Tharn Sharkblade you get out of packs does not look like this. So I'm actually going to set these two cards aside because I don't know if I'm going to get another two-player starter kit. I'm going to set these two aside and put them in my binder just so I have them for the future to collect. But inside each deck, you get a handful of rares. So you get Rylan Windstrider. He's a pretty good card. And then some uncommons and then quite a few commons. Another great thing about Wonders of the First is some of the most powerful cards in the game are commons and uncommons. So inside the two-player starter, you get both decks. Now, a lot of times this is the least exciting part of the two-player starter kit. Why? Well, because you get Also inside of the 2-player starter pack, you get 2 booster packs, but these aren't just regular booster packs. These are actually collector packs. And now Wonders of the First has 2 different types of booster packs. Well, they actually have several, but there's really only 2 that you're going to find on the market easily and affordably. There's collector boosters, and at the time of this recording, mid-January, these are priced around $15 to $20 on the secondary market. The play boosters are going to be much cheaper, and those are the ones that you'll find in the blaster boxes at the store. But what the difference is, the play boosters are going to include most cards like this. Okay, there's a few foil cards, few formless foils that they'll have that you want to chase, but they're mostly paper cards for play. The collector boosters have some play cards, but they also have additional foil cards and the possibility of getting a super special formless foil, which is even more rare, or getting an OCM, which is a serialized card, means it has a number on it. So common cards, there's only 99 OCMs. Uncommon cards, there's only 75 OCMs. Rare cards, there's only 50 OCMs. And then epic cards, there's only 25 OCMs. And then mythic cards, there's only 10 of those, meaning there's only 10 in existence, and one of them can be in here. So let me open these up and you can see what's inside these collector packs. And by the way, if you get a card that says 1 of 1, that's a $1,200 card minimum, like the least popular card that no one likes will still pay $1,200 for it. All right, so you're gonna have 3 commons in the front, okay? And these are great cards. You're gonna have 2 uncommons, and then you're gonna get to your foil spot. All right, and so now your first foil is always gonna be a common foil, okay? So if you open up a lot of booster packs, you'll get a lot of common foils, and that's cool. The next slot is going to be a foil of any rarity. So let's see, we got a common there, common foil, all right? And then the next slot is your hit slot. This is where you could get either a foil token, which is still great, by the way, because the tokens in this game can possibly give you additional abilities that you could unlock. So you don't want to just use generic tokens, you want to use actual card tokens. Or it could be a formless foil, which is like this foil card, but it has no border. It's really beautiful. And then that's also where you can get the OCM. So let's see what we get. Look at that. We got a rare formless foil. Look at that beautiful thing. What a great pack to open up on the walkthrough video. So this is rare. So you know, it's right in the middle of rarity. But at the time of this recording, this has got some great trade value, and I imagine it's only going to get better. Now, after this hit spot, if you get a formless foil like this, put it in some kind of protection, because these are going to be very valuable, or these are very valuable right now, even the commons. Now, after this hit spot, you're going to get a paper card, rare or above. So it's either going to be rare, epic, or mythic. And we get an epic card. Look at that, second most rare card in the collector pack. You get a Blazafell. All right, very cool. And now the next card is a card of any rarity. So it can be common, uncommon, rare, epic, or mythic. And we get an uncommon, try and home cooked meal, and then you'll get 2 commons in the back of the pack. So that was a really great pack. We get a formless foil and an epic card. These are great cards. All right, let's take a look at the second pack and see what we get. And not the best at ripping packs here. There we go. All right. Let's do well, no, we won't do that. I was gonna do the whole put cards in the front, but we're not gonna do that. All right, so we get 3 commons. Grapery Province. I play a lot of Umberthine, which is like undead. That's one of my favorite cards. All right. So we get 2 uncommons. All right, let's see what the first foil common is. All right, next one is gonna be a foil of any rarity. We got an epic foil, y'all. Epic foil, look at that. Second most rare foil cards, what do we get? The Sky Wraith. This is a great card too. That's a great card. What a great collector pack. Now they've said all the collector packs in the starter kits are completely randomized, just like with everything else. So there's not any better packs in the starter kits. Let's see what we get for the hit spot. Foil token. All right, foil token. So these are for like sealed play. Now this is a token, but it gives you the type of dragon or warrior. So you may have some cards that say dragons get +1/+1. This token would get that +1/+1. And on the back is going to be a land that you can use for draft. So that way, if you don't draft any lands, you still have some lands. All right, and then in the rare or better slot, we got the Black Hole Blunderbuss, and then the last one is any hit or better, which is a common. So, it's still a good pack because we got this epic Sky Wraith. Now, at the time of this recording, mid-July, I'd say this is priced around $20, $25. So this one card by itself pays for the pack, essentially. Plus these, I mean, if you want to monetize things, which I don't really like doing that, but if you want to monetize that, these 3 cards pay for the pack twice over, I think. So pretty cool. So you can get a little bit of the ripping experience, you can get a little bit of the play experience, you've got the game mats here, you've got 2 decks that you can play with, you've got everything you need to get started. And if you really enjoyed this, if you want to see me rip some more packs, I'll be ripping packs for my YouTube shorts. You can go in there, that's where I rip all my packs. You can see me get more cards and see me get OCMs. I've already ripped an OCM in one of my shorts. It was actually from a free pack. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about playing Wonders of the First, or if you want to play Wonders of the First, I'll have a online, if you don't have any friends, I'll have a video in the top right corner here where you can learn how to play Wonders of the First online. You can play with any of the cards, or you can create a deck with just the cards that you have to test it out. There's a lot of great things you can do online, and you can find us in the Discord. I'll see if I can put a link down in the description as well, so you can play with others online and learn more about the game. We've got a great community. I got started with trading cards with Marvel cards. Well, seriously, I did some Magic in high school, but I got seriously into Marvel cards, and that was a fantastic community. I didn't think there was any community better, but the Wonders of the First community is fantastic. We love helping each other. We love answering questions. We love, we've got gameplay discussions, and there's card trading. I got a lot of my card trades from the Discord. In fact, I'll put a video here of one of my mail day videos. You can see some of the cards that we're trading back and forth. It's a fantastic community. And if you want this rare Serpent's Embrace, if you need that for your collection, hit me up, American Texan, on the Discord. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe and all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you all in the next video. Adios.